What is a linked server? Linked server is a concept in SQL Server by which we can add other SQL Server to a group and query both the SQL Server DBS using TSQL statements. With a linked server, you can create very clean, easy to follow SQL statements that allow remote data to be retrieved, joined and combined with local data. Stored procedure sp underscore add linked server sp underscore add linked srv login will be used add new linked server. What is collation? Collation refers to a set of rules that determine how data is sorted and compared. Character data is sorted using rules that define the correct character sequence with options for specifying case sensitivity, accent marks, kana character types, and character width. What are different types of collation sensitivity? Case sensitivity, for example, capital A and small a, capital B and small b, etc. Accent sensitivity, A and A, O and A, etc. Kana sensitivity, when Japanese kana characters, hiragana and katakana are treated differently, it is called kana sensitive. Width sensitivity, when a single byte character, half width, and the same character when represented as a double byte character, full width, are treated differently, then it is width sensitive. What's the difference between a primary key and a unique key? Both primary key and a unique key enforce uniqueness of the column on which they are defined. But by default, primary key creates a clustered index on the column, whereas unique creates a non-clustered index by default. Another major difference is that primary key doesn't allow nulls, but unique key allows one null only. How can you check the structure of a table from SQL Plus using describe or DESC command? Which log would you check if a database has a problem? We'll check the alert log. How to implement one-to-one, one-to-many and many-to-many relationships while designing tables. One-to-one relationship can be implemented as a single table and rarely as two tables with primary and foreign key relationships. One-to-many relationships are implemented by splitting the data into two tables with primary key and foreign key relationships. Many-to-many relationships are implemented using a junction table with the keys from both the tables forming the composite primary key of the junction table. What is a no-lock? Using the no-lock query optimizer hint is generally considered good practice in order to improve concurrency on a busy system. When the no-lock hint is included in a select statement, no locks are taken when data is read. The result is a dirty read, which means that another process could be updating the data at the exact time you are reading it. There are no guarantees that your query will retrieve the most recent data. The advantage to performance is that your reading of data will not block updates from taking place, and updates will not block your reading of data. Select statements take shared read locks. This means that multiple select statements are allowed simultaneous access. Both other processes are blocked from modifying the data. The updates will queue until all the reads have completed, and reads requested after the update will wait for the updates to complete. The result to your system is delay blocking. What is the difference between delete and truncate commands? Delete command removes the rows from a table based on the condition that we provide with a where clause. Truncate will actually remove all the rows from a table, and there will be no data in the table after we run the truncate command. Truncate is faster and uses fewer system and transaction log resources than delete. Truncate removes the data by deallocating the data pages used to store the table's data, and only the page deallocations are recorded in the transaction log. Truncate removes all rows from a table, but the table structure and its columns, constraints, indexes, and so on remain. The counter used by an identity for new rows is reset to the seed for the column. You cannot use truncate table on a table referred by a foreign key constraint. Because truncate table is not logged, it cannot activate a trigger. Truncate cannot be rolled back. Truncate is a DDL command. Truncate resets identity of the table. Delete. Delete removes rows one at a time and records an entry in the transaction log for each deleted row. If you want to retain the identity counter, use delete instead. If you want to remove table definition and its data, use the drop table statement. Delete can be used with or without a where clause. Delete activates triggers. Delete can be rolled back. Delete is DML command. Delete does not reset identity of the table. Difference between function and stored procedure. UDF can be used in the SQL statements anywhere in the where having select section, whereas stored procedures cannot be. UDFs that return tables can be treated as another row set. This can be used in joins with other tables. Inline UDFs can be thought of as views that take parameters and can be used in joins and other row set operations. When is the use of update underscore statistics command? This command is basically used when a large processing of data has occurred. If a large amount of deletions, any modification or bulk copy into the table has occurred, it has to update the indexes to take these changes into account. Update underscore statistics updates the indexes on these tables accordingly. What types of joins are possible with SQL Server? Joins are used in queries to explain how different tables are related. Joins also let you select data from a table depending upon data from another table. Types of joins: inner joins, outer joins, cross joins. Outer joins are further classified as left outer join, right outer joins, and full outer joins. What is the difference between a having clause and a where clause? Specifies a search condition for a group or an aggregate. Having can be used only with the select statement. Having is typically used in a group by clause. When group by is not used, having behaves like a where clause. Having clause is basically used only with the group by function in a query. Where clause is applied to each row before they are part of the group by function in a query. What is subquery? Explain properties of subquery. Subqueries are often referred to as subselects, as they allow a select statement to be executed arbitrarily within the body of another SQL statement. A subquery is executed by enclosing it in a set of parentheses. Subqueries are generally used to return a single row as an atomic value. though they may be used to compare values against multiple rows with the in keyword. A subquery is a select statement that is nested within another T-SQL statement. A subquery select statement, if executed independently of the T-SQL statement in which it is nested, will return a result set. Meaning a subquery select statement can stand alone and is not dependent on the statement in which it is nested. A subquery select statement can return any number of values and can be found in the column list of a select statement, a from, group by, having, and or order by clauses of a T-SQL statement. Subquery can also be used as a parameter to a function call. Basically, a subquery can be used anywhere an expression can be used. So friends, thank you again for watching this first series of 25 question answer session. Try to revise as often and I hope this will help you prepare for the interview. Feel free to share this video with your friends and colleagues, and if you have any queries or questions, feel free to drop me an email on royalmicroservices@yahoo.com. Have a nice day. Goodbye.